I was on my way to work that day, but I just kept driving. I didn't want to go back, so I didn't. And I got hungry, so I stopped off at this little town. It was just a street with a few shops. I found a bakery. I ordered a pie and a custard tart, and I sat down in the corner. And there was this old lady there. And every time I looked up, she was staring at me. I said, "Delicious pie." She said, "My name's Mary. I've been coming here since I was your age, Steve." And then she points down at my badge. I grabbed it, I ripped it off, and I said, "I won't be needing that. I quit my job." "You just passing through?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Where are you off to?" I said, "I don't know." She asked me if I wanted a job. Apparently she needed help around the property. She said, "I'll pay $100 a day plus food and board." She had a servant's cottage near the house, she said. I could stay there. So I followed her in the pickup truck, got to a dirt road. At the end of that dirt road, there was a house. And there was this guy staring out the window, vacantly, like he was looking at nothing. Mary shows me the cottage. I take my stuff inside. It was a bit musty, but really nice, A bed, kitchen. She points at the mower outside and she says, "Tomorrow you can do the lawns, but for now, just settle in." And she goes back to the house. There was no mobile service or TV, but luckily I had a Kindle full of books. That evening, Mary brought over some food, a casserole. It was delicious. I tried to read for a bit. I must have fallen into a deep sleep because the next thing I know, I was woken up by this beautiful sunrise coming in the window. I hear a knock on the door and it's Mary with breakfast. Things were great. I felt relaxed. I wanted to pay Mary back for hospitality, so I was going to do a really good job with the lawns. That ride on mower was fun. Zipping around, chopping down all that grass. Then I drove it around the side of the house, past that window where that guy had been staring out. And then out from nowhere, he jumps in front of me. I didn't have time to stop, and I hit him. The mower stalled. I jumped off, and I couldn't see him. I ran inside, and I'm yelling out for Mary. I said, "Mary, call the ambulance. I hit someone." And she just calmly walks outside, looks under it, and said, "There's no one there." And I said, "The guy that was staring out the window. I hit him." She said, "The only two people here are you and me, Steve." She took me inside, tried to settle me down. She makes some tea and scones. I was looking at this picture on the mantelpiece and she said, "Oh, that's my husband. We used to have sheep here and hire shearers. The shearers loved her scones." So I grabbed one and she said, "Wait, I'll get some jam." She goes into the kitchen and that's when I saw him standing there in the doorway. He said, "Don't eat the scones." I got up and I ran. I ran back to the cottage, packed all my stuff, and then I noticed there was a frame with a picture in it that looked like it was from the 70s. It was a bunch of shearers, and in the middle was a much younger version of Mary, standing there with a plate of scones, smiling at the camera. And right next to her was that guy from the window.